Are Liverpool's title ambitions over? Yeah, I think realistically it's gone for the Reds. Did they lose the league tonight at Goodison? Then no. I mean, it hasn't looked like Liverpool's players have really believed that they've been in a title race for the past few weeks. The reasons behind that, I'm not quite too sure, but maybe we'll come on to that in a bit. Let's talk about the match. I mean, doing like a match breakdown when you win is kind of fun. Doing it when you're getting beat or you've just been beat by your local rivals is not much fun, but here we are. But let's have a little look at the match. First off, actually, congratulations to Everton. Just like, Crystal Palace, just like Atalanta. Everton were good for a 2-0 victory tonight. They won 2-0. They deserved to win 2-0, and they probably could have won 3 or 4-0. Really, it wasn't a shock result. It wasn't a fluke result. They had a game plan, and they stuck to it, and they did Liverpool. They knew exactly how to play against Liverpool, and they did it. I mean, how they started, I think we all expected it. We all expected a noisy Goodison Park. We expected Everton to be up for it, flying into tackles, playing the channels, trying to make things happen, going direct. I think we all expected that. I certainly did. The first 15 minutes in particular were quite frenetic. But ultimately, I expected Liverpool to try and calm the game down, put the foot on the ball, and let their quality shine through. And we've seen that kind of narrative play out at Goodison Park multiple times over the years, and I thought it'd be a bit more like that tonight. But all credit to Everton, they stuck at the task at hand, and they were better individually all across the park. Early on, there was a really good potential chance there, maybe a half chance there. A good ball from Trent, a good ball across the 6-yard box from Mo. It looked like maybe a tap in for Curtis Jones or Darwin Núñez. And Everton defended fantastically. And you thought, right, these are up for it here, but maybe there's a way Liverpool can break through. But the downfall, once again, I think, is Liverpool's lack of ability to be clinical in decisive moments. And Cody Gakpo not on the side tonight, personal reasons, absolutely fine, no problem with that. But that meant tonight, Darwin Núñez absolutely nailed on to start. Massive game for Núñez. I do like Núñez, but over the past month or so, he's missed so many good chances, really good chances in decisive moments, and he did it again tonight. He's one-on-one with Pickford. It's kind of as a snapshot at it, when the truth was there was like half a second there to be a bit more clinical. And when you're a number 9 who's cost that much money, who's got that much ability to score from mad angles and do crazy things, being one-on-one with the keeper, you really need to be sticking to the basics. And Núñez again, just he failed, to be the player that Liverpool want him to be. From then, it just never really looked like Liverpool had any belief in scoring at all. Mo Salah had a few snapshots. There's a couple of shots from maybe outside the area. Diaz unlucky later on with hitting the bar, but Liverpool had a lot of possession without really believing. I think they could get past Everton's really dominant back line. Everton playing a 4 then a 5. Sometimes it was a 5 and a 4. Liverpool just had no way of breaking the lines and getting past them, and really you could see Everton were very, very comfortable with letting Alexis McAllister have the ball as a 6. They were very comfortable with letting Trent Alexander-Arnold have the ball when he kind of stepped in as in that kind of 6th area, because they knew that there was very little that they could do, apart from a couple of times when Trent was inventive with the ball a little bit further forward. There was just no penetration in Liverpool's passes because there was no room to do it. I think it wasn't until the 88th minute that we saw one of Virgil van Dijk's crossfield balls out to the right wing. And that's usually just a really good weapon in Liverpool's arsenal in moving a defence, in trying to break the lines and trying to make things happen when there's a congested midfield. And as I say, we had to wait till 88 minutes into the game to see that. Everton got more and more energised as the game went on. There was little periods like towards the end of the first half when Liverpool were starting to become really kind of dominant, and I think the half ended too soon for Liverpool. They started all right in the second half, and then Everton, as I say, just got more and more energised as the game carried on. Team selection wise, it was what I thought it'd be. I don't think some people have people always argue about team selections. I think maybe people are thinking that McAllister be more effective as an 8. Maybe Endo should have started, but Endo had some indifferent form recently. I think McAllister as an 8, I don't think he could have really done much difference. I don't think Trent fitted forward maybe could have done much difference. I think that the issue is a team that's lost direction, lost belief at a key stage of the season. And you think about reasons why that. I think that the departure of Klopp is a big one. I think, not that I think it was a mistake in telling the team and telling the public so early. I think it was a necessity because obviously you've got to start looking for replacements, and you've got to start looking for replacements across the staff that are going to be leaving. And it's not something that Klopp wanted to leave to the club to do in a matter of weeks or a month or so. He wanted to give them time to plan for life without him, which is ultimately I think is the right decision. But it's I think there's been a downturn in form really in a time when Liverpool players needed to believe. I think Klopp and the team around him have been unable to make those players have that belief, which has been one of his key skills in his time at Liverpool. And I think it's come to its end point there, where the players have not been able to become more than the sum of the parts, and it's just been really disappointing to see really, because I think if you go to Goodison Park on a weeknight and you've got to be able to match Everton stride for stride, and we didn't see that at all tonight. So you think, well, where do the Reds go from here? And that's something that is going to, carry on throughout the summer. There's lots of wild rumours about, different managers coming in, lots of wild reactions from people online about what manager might come in, what manager mightn't come in. I think we just got to see what happens now. And if we're looking at plus points from this game, there's not many. Luis Diaz did what he could do. Was unlucky when he hit the post. He was probably the brightest player. I think maybe Andy Robertson had some potential there, but his touch deserted them. He was getting into some good positions on the left. But ultimately, I think Liverpool could have been playing all night and not scored a goal. And that's been the biggest problem at this business end of the season. How that gets resolved, I don't know. I think we just need a complete kind of refresh and a reset and see where we are next season. Ultimately, Liverpool have got 4 games left. I think we're out of the title race, but I think we need to try and end strongly, end with 4 wins if possible, and try and put a positive spin on the end of Klopp's time at Liverpool, because it'd be a real shame if we went out and lost any more games this season, and there to be a kind of negative atmosphere at Anfield at that last game. I don't think Arsenal and City are going to drop the required points for Liverpool to kind of get back in this race. And even if they did, I think Liverpool would find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. So I think that ship has sailed. But as I say, congratulations to Everton. Sometimes you just got to take it on the chin, and they deserve the win. They haven't won against Liverpool in a while. So, fair play, enjoy it, go wild. Absolutely lay into Liverpool fans online, lay into your neighbour. It's just the nature of a derby game, but especially at a key point of the season. So I don't think I've got any complaints about Everton celebrating this one wildly. Good luck to them. So onwards and upwards. There's still games left. And maybe these last couple of games, a chance for some of these younger players to come in. We saw that with the end of, Rafa Benitez, for instance, bringing in Jack Robertson, and you sometimes see that towards the end of a manager's reign. I think maybe Jayden Danns might get a bit of a run out, maybe a start, maybe half an hour here or there, who knows. But let's hope this season can end on a high note, even though I think that league title is gone. But, that's just part of football, isn't it? So, up the Reds, and who we got the weekend? West Ham. Let's go.